Hello, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Matskis, and today's FabriChat.
Hello.
Hi.
And we have little Miss Maizey who
Just can't get comfortable at the moment.
And Marianne Camus reminded me that last week we said we are a mother-daughter duo, plus we have little Maizey, and she says, well, that's a trio. And I thought, well, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We're no longer a duo.
No.
It's the three of us.
Yes.
So, yeah, so she's eaten and getting sleepy. Brianna tried to kind of lay her slightly off screen, but she wasn't having it.
Nope.
She really needs her little pillows.
Yes.
She's
She likes to snuggle.
grown accustomed to those pillows.
Yes.
Yes. And this is, I don't know if you guys recognize this. This was that double-sided minky that we showed you guys. You did get a little smooch of it.
Yes, I did.
It's really nice because you don't even, what's really nice about minky is that there's no, it's not nappy. Is that the word I'm looking for? Salvage.
So it's not going to fray or it's all done.
Yeah.
So what it is, I did throw it in the washing machine just in case, bug bombs from customs, that kind of thing, and her sensitive skin. So I did throw it in the washing machine, throw it in the dryer, and boom.
Soft on both sides.
Yeah. I didn't surge. I did nothing.
Who's got time for that?
Nah. I could probably figure out how to hold her and surge at the same time, but
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah. So, yesterday was a beautiful sunny day here in Central Washington.
Last Friday, it was even 57 degrees.
Sunny.
Gorgeous.
Today,
Snowing. Sticking. It is sticking. I should put a picture at the end of this so you see the misery.
I know.
Like, we almost have all the snow, like, we driving, because even Wyatt asked yesterday on the way home, can we play with the water guns? No. Like, I don't even know what made you think that as you're wearing a sweatshirt and a coat in the car. But no. So, well, why not? So, well, all the snow's melted. He's like, well, a lot of it is. And that's true. There's these tiny little, the left from the berms of pushing it from the snowplow. It is, like, all gone.
Yeah.
And
today,
I don't know.
So we were out there
Today gonna bring
cussing. I mean, not really cussing, but not happy.
No.
And then Tracy said, "Come on, you guys. It's true. It's
the
only
end of
February
January.
1st, so it makes sense that winter is not over. And I know that our weather is not nearly as bad
as everywhere else. Yeah.
People have had some hard times, and there's flooding, and there's terrible things, and we recognize that we should not be complaining about a little bit of snow. But I do think there's some irony that today, I'm just going to mention this, today is some sort of a, cold in Hawaii. Do you know that Hawaii has snow on the mountain? You know that they have, on the big island, they have a mountain up there.
And they get snow. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Crazy.
That does not seem right to me.
No. I don't want to be on a tropical beach and like, oh, there's snow.
I feel like that's like a trivia question. Does Hawaii ever get snow?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Weird.
I think it's
Super
crazy.
weird.
I didn't realize that the elevation was so high enough for it to get snow.
Well, today is National Hula in the Coola Day. Coola, C-O-O-L-A. Imagine Hawaii in the winter. Lift your spirits with some hula in the cool weather. Hula in the coola.
There you go. Go get your coconut, bro. Get out there. Oh, if I see someone doing that, that'd make my day.
I think we're weird anyway. Oh my god.
Oh, that's awesome.
That would not be good.
I'll bring you a hot cup of cocoa.
Put something in it.
Yeah, you need a little something anyways.
Yeah, it would need to be paired with our Irish coffee.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. And that reminds me, we were chastised a bit because it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are 4 inches from that baby's face and we are loud.
I know.
And I comment, it's like, we are so loud. We're a loud family.
Yeah.
All of us
we
are loud. And if you think we're loud, wait till you spend some time with Harper May.
Oh.
Lordy, that girl.
That girl does not have an inside voice or a whisper.
No. It's hilarious. But she comes by it naturally. It's a DNA thing. We're very loud people.
Yeah.
All of us are loud. And
and she's never been...
No, she doesn't even You guys watch as we burst into our voices. She does not...
No.
Well, I think in your tummy the whole time it had to have been loud enough.
Like a friggin' zoo, man. Because on Robert's side, she's number 10. and grandkids. So she's gonna have to hold on.
She's only number 6.
We're only number 6 over there. But so yeah, it must have been a zoo. That's why I keep telling. I don't know what she heard while she was cooking, but apparently she's unfazed. Nothing is going to startle this baby.
Well, I think it's a thing when, you live with somebody who snores, because of course my husband, he doesn't snore very much. When he's not feeling well or when he's really tired, he'll snore, but most of the time he doesn't. And so we have a quiet night, but I'll tell you, my dad snored, like rattled the house, snored. And so for the first few years when I didn't sleep at home, I could not sleep at night.
Oh, you weren't used to that little...
You had to have that, it's time for bed. And it makes you sleepy, So I think that there's, that whole little noise. And so if she's used to hearing the rumble of trouble, she probably needs to hear that.
Yeah.
Because I think when it's too quiet,
it
took me a long time to get used to quietness.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, she's sticking. It's sticking! I know!
We've already been whining about it. Tracy is just off camera, making sure we know that the snow is sticking. Yeah. This is my glare at her. She smiles and
giggles as she's walking away.
Sulks out. That's funny. I know. It makes me think of Groundhog Day.
Because Groundhog
Day
right
is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So Puxatawny Phil is clearly... He doesn't even want to come out.
No.
It's like, just phone it in.
Yeah, we know. It's fine. We got it.
Yeah. Which reminds me, the best thing about Groundhog Day is that movie.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. It never gets old. What was the one that I said that I had just watched? It was like a month ago, and it was like Groundhog Day, and every day started over again.
It had Tom Cruise in it, is what you said.
Oh, right.
I had never watched it yet, though.
You have to watch it tomorrow. So first
I was going to watch it when we got home, whenever you told me about that, but I had the wrong one in my head, and it was not the right one.
Oh.
There's a whole lot of killing and whatever.
Well, there's a whole lot of killing.
Well, I know, but it wasn't the right... I mean, Robert knew what I was talking about.
Because it has that sexy girl in it. What's her name? The one who's married to the guy from Office. God, how old am I? Isn't that funny?
The short little redhead.
Is she short little redhead? No.
The tall guy from
No,
Office?
they were in the movie. Oh, God. Did you guys see this? I used to hate this when my mom and when Sally used to do this, talk about random people. She's married to the guy over...
Yeah.
But no, it's, the guy from Office, oh my goodness. Hold the phone. Okay, I apologize for that. I just always hate that because you try to follow along. And I think it's like an old woman thing.
But usually you and I can get it.
We usually can get it.
I can usually pop out a name, but...
Yes. So the movie is Edge of Tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you, it is a whole lot of killing. It's a whole lot of... There's a whole lot of CGI stuff, but it's like... So cleanse your palate. Watch this one first, then watch Groundhog Day. Because Groundhog Day is just super cute and super sweet and romantic. And if you haven't seen it, I don't even know what you're thinking. You have to watch it. But this one is that same idea that it starts over. And it's really very good. It's about an alien invasion. Mm-hmm. And so these aliens kill everybody. And it's really bad. But for some reason, Tom Cruise and this other gal... Well, it starts over all the time, and people don't know that. But these guys are the only two that know that
we keep resetting.
And so they're able to learn, and then,
Cool.
But anyway, his wife, this was what started it. So it's The Edge of Tomorrow. And again, it's rated R. Whole lot of killing. But we're killing aliens. Well, okay, that's not all the time. A lot of people die. But then they come back to life the next day.
That's a movie Robert would watch with me, though.
Exactly.
He would not watch Groundhog Day with me.
No.
I mean, he might, but he's not going to, sit there through the whole movie because, who's got time for romance?
Emily Blunt. I love her. Yes. And her husband is Ted.
Yeah, the tall guy, isn't he?
Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
From The Office. Yeah, they're married. Mm-hmm. I love Emily Blunt. And I love the movie that they were in, also about aliens that killed everybody. It was super sad.
Do your thing.
Yeah, but Emily Blunt is in it, and she is just, sexy, strong women. I love that. Yeah. But anyway, that's who's in it with Tom Cruise.
Another movie I've been trying to watch, but apparently the rest of the country is watching it at the same time, because we're having a hard time streaming it, so... I don't know what's going on.
Is that what happens? Is it doesn't stream right?
I mean, that's my philosophy, because, it can't possibly be my internet. but give me my internet. We're supposed to get fiber by probably the end of next week. I know, I'm excited. They have to trench a whole lot of, I don't even know.
That's
I'm
awesome.
a little worried how long it's going to take them to actually pipe it. But, because they didn't want to go under anything.
Oh.
So they're trenching all the way around the shop. Like, yeah. But whatever. It's costs them, doesn't cost me, so. But I'm a little worried how long we're going to have a big old trench. Because I've got a little boy who's going to think it's like a little army hole.
He's going to bury things in there that
he's going to love it.
Future generations are going to find.
Yeah. He's going to love it. But it is called Shotgun Wedding. It has Josh Durham. Oh, is that his name? And J-Lo in it.
Oh.
And we made it like probably only like 40 minutes, not even 40, probably maybe 30 minutes before I was like, okay, I can't do it anymore. It seemed really funny. So they're getting married in the Philippines on this little island, and the pirates come. And they are evading capture from these pirates, and it's hilarious.
Oh.
Their ideas of like how they're gonna. Where I finally stopped, because I kept pausing to refresh, was they were hiding in the shower because they were pretty sure the one pirate who was coming for them that he would go in there, and it's funny. It's not gory or anything.
I like her,
and she likes the fun kind of romantic movies, anyways. So they are deciding that they're going to trap him in this little net, and then they're going to spray him with hairspray. And then J-Lo's all like, then we can just do it like a flamethrower. Just give me a match and I'll just flame. It's so funny. Their philosophy of how this is going to work. It totally didn't work.
Shocker.
But yeah, I know. It was so funny. But so that's what I'm trying to watch, but I
okay.
can't get my TV to actually play it. But Shotgun, it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, on Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. Okay, Shotgun Wedding.
Shotgun Wedding. I think it'd be really fun, really cute. So I don't know. Again, I only made it 20 minutes. But I'm
tonight try to watch. This is on Netflix, I'm sure. So
okay, we'll try to watch that.
Well, that's kind of we'll save that for tomorrow. That's kind of after the kids are in bed. It's kind of not good for kids.
Yeah.
But it's a Groundhog Day movie. Yeah. All right, let's see. What else were we going to talk about? I know what I was supposed to mention that Tracy wanted me to mention was that.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to mention on Sunday box opening. We forgot both times.
We might also mention it on tonight's box opening. But here's what happened. So our local gal, Bridget, who does such a nice job with soap, she made the Valentine packages, and we sold out of all of the flavored scents, I guess, if you will. We still have available some of the unscented bags. Not very many, but we have a few of those. And then when they're gone, they're gone. We don't have any more. We are going to, spoiler alert, do a little thing for Mother's Day, but we're going to do that a little bit different. But anyway, here's what the problem is. The problem is that Tracy, can we put that picture of Tracy with that stuff stuffed in her nose?
Oh yeah, you'll send it to me.
She deserves it for making sure that this snow stuck.
Yeah.
But I'll put that picture in. But Tracy is sensitive to smells. You know, there's certain shampoos that she can't use and stuff. She just, the chemical stuff. And although this is all essential oil, and I think very gentle smell.
I think it's abundance.
But when we had 50 bags of 4 different
bars.
soaps and 2 bars in each one, 400 bars.
And she touched every one of them. Yeah,
and
I get it.
The place smelled so good. I thought it smelled really good, but it was a lot. I mean, it was a lot of scent. And so, anyway, so she had stuff shoved up in her nose, and she was trying to fill them quickly. And so here's what my thing is that if you ordered 2 and you only got 1,
or you didn't get what your order was.
Didn't get. Yeah,
you know, if you got a red bag instead of a burgundy bag or whatever,
let us know.
Call us.
We want to make it right and figure out what's going on, because we do have odd numbers. We have some of these left, and we're not supposed to have any.
Yeah.
So we do know that, 6 or 7 of you got the wrong thing or not enough of what you ordered. So just let us know, and we want to make it right. We know we have it, and Tracy wants to get it out of here. But she said she was just she said she just felt almost drunk.
Yeah.
You know, and so she was just trying to get it in the package. And so she was the one who was filling those orders. So anyway, so we apologize, and we'll fix that. So just let us know. Let us know about that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is that, so Pa is sick. Pa has. So if it's not enough, I mean, and I'll fill you in later about Brother Kitty, but Brother Kitty is on hospice care at the moment.
I told him that on Sunday.
Yeah.
My little guy.
Sweet little honey bunch. Yeah. But, so him and Pa is sick, has a cold. But I think he needs to go in and get an x-ray because this is a man.
Pneumonia.
Yeah. He spent yesterday all day on the couch.
Ooh, that's not like him.
Ever.
You should always at least put pants on.
Ever. He was somebody, I think I've mentioned this before, that when he graduated from high school, he had perfect attendance for 12 years. Him and Dwayne Wilson, I think was who the other one? 2 guys. Perfect attendance for 12 years of school.
Dang.
That's and he's awesome. Like that at work. He will miss work, but not because he's sick. He misses work if he has to stay home and work on something else. Yeah. It's like, hang
with the Cogsway guys.
Or, yeah. So he'll, do that. But for him to say, I am sick and not coming to work is extremely rare. So he's missed 2 days so far. So he was in bed because I wasn't sleeping next to Typhoid Mary, and I was on the couch with Brother Kitty for 2 nights while he was coughing, hacking, spitting, doing whatever. And then last night he was very sweet and said, well, I'll sleep on the couch. And it's like, I'm not sleeping in that nasty bed. I have to boil everything and throw in a Lysol bomb before I'm going in there. So
just
you
stay in your little
go on in there and stay in there. But my neck is killing me, but that's okay. So Brother Kitty and I are out on the couch.
They're thinking right now, you have a whole lot of beds just yonder. You and the dog and the cat can just vacate.
Move it out, or put him out there. Yeah, it's awful. So we've been, and he doesn't like to go to the doctor. He does need to go and get a chest x-ray. It's been long enough, and before you ask, yes, we did do a COVID test, and it's not COVID. But the other funny thing about that is I think it doesn't, an infectious illness is an infectious illness. So whatever it is, flu, cold, I just want to make sure that it's not pneumonia now and that he doesn't need an antibiotic. But all of the other stuff we can do. So we are fans of Mother Nature's recipes, and so we have a couple of different.
They work though, man.
They do work. Those things work really, really well. So I have to tell you, I'm going to give you this recipe because it works really well. So there's one thing that you can do, and I think they call it nature's antibiotic. And what it is it is a 1/4 cup of honey, and then you put in 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and a capful of pure vanilla extract. It can't be the imitation vanilla extract. And you stir it all up, and it makes this really grody, mustardy yellow color stuff. You're supposed to take a teaspoon of it. It's very difficult to take a teaspoon of it because it's
just eat it, just like down the hatch. Oh,
yeah, because it's pretty concentrated.
Can you dilute
ginger
it
and
with
turmeric.
some hot water?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So Dad wouldn't take it. It's like,
of course you would.
Yeah. So what I did is I did hot water. I took 1 teaspoon of it, put it in hot water, and it's like a ginger tea. And then I added 1 drop of pure peppermint oil.
Ooh.
Awesome. It's better than Theraflu. It's really, really nice. It clears things up a little bit. It causes that kind of heat from within. It's really, really nice. It's working really well. It made a huge difference, but now he's kind of taken a turn for the worse, which makes me think that he's got something growing in there. So then last night he had asked for a mustard plaster because that's the other thing that works really well. Mustard plasters work really, really well. Well, I was out of the right kind of mustard, right? So I couldn't find any. All anybody had was just regular mustard. So I went over to Mom's Deli.
Oh, yeah.
Our little Russian store. And only Mom was there. Maria was not. And so I go in and said, do you have, and I looked around a little bit, but of course you can't tell. And so I said, do you have mustard, dry mustard? And she looks at me and I said, for dry mustard. She says, oh, yes, yes, yes. And so she turns around to where all of the medication was and she handed me this. And I said, oh, dry mustard for, and she said, yes, yes, good. Well, yes,
I would trust Mom.
Good. And then she says, good. I said,
okay, I got you, Mom.
Gotcha.
It's like a Band-Aid?
$2.99. Yeah. And what you do is you peel it up, and it's like a Band-Aid. It's like a great big Band-Aid, and you slap it on there. And so I put one on Dad and said, you know, what do you think? And he said, oh, yeah.
Huh?
All made up.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know what that says.
I have no idea, and that's a red chili pepper.
And the directions, I have no idea. And it's a red chili pepper. But anyway, it worked really well. So.
And how long did he keep it on?
Well, he went to bed with it on.
Oh,
so
it's anywhere, just like a sore spot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Back, leg,
it's probably got
shoulder.
like capsaicin, you know, so yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a picture of your knee. You can put it anywhere, but we like them for.
Yeah, there's 5 different languages on here, not one of them are English.
Yeah. So anyway.
Well, cool.
Yeah, so.
Things you learn at Mom's
Things you learn. Yeah, so anyway. And then poor Pa. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll kind of keep you posted, but I'm gonna make the call and take him in myself, because I think at this point because he was getting better, and now he's kind of taken a little turn, and you know,
need some help from
it's
some
that whole
medicine.
thing, you know, when you go,
yeah,
I think you have a fever. Well, you don't know. I totally know. This
I'm a mom and a doctor.
I can within.
She can get it with a few degrees.
I can.
Yeah.
That's about that's a 101.4.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
There's things you know. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what's going on with that. And then so I'll just give you a little update. You guys are so sweet. You know, what's fun is that we really feel as if you are family, friends and family. We talk about this all the time, and we really are sincere about that. And, you know, we see names that we recognize all the time, and sometimes we see a name that we haven't seen. But, you know, when you say, I watch you all the time, and, you know, just want to say whatever, we really appreciate that. We really appreciate the community that we have here with you guys. And so many nice, kind thoughts and comments about Brother Kitty, and I really appreciate that. It is so Brother Kitty is and if you guys remember, he was one of our little feral kittens. We had a feral cat who had kittens, and then the feral cat, we got her spayed so she would stop doing that, and then the other
caught
kitties caught all the babies. They lived in the bathroom, they got spayed, and then they had to stay while they healed. But their first 2 months of life, they were feral, and still are, you know. So Brother Kitty, when we moved away, he was just one of the ones that was still living out amidst the trees and kept coming in. He would come in and eat all the time, but he didn't want to talk to anybody.
Him and his mom.
And but you know, we never thought, I mean, he wouldn't let us even near him. We couldn't pet him or anything. So when we moved away, we didn't think much of it. And then there was a whole big debacle where her dogs were going to hurt him. And so we caught him, brought him home, and it's like, okay, fine, you're going to live with me. Yeah.
In the shadow of the night, we're driving all the way, and it's like, take your cat. He's not going to make it. Oh, you're so pissed. It's just, I leave the cat in the cat carrier, but whatever. I'm out.
He was. All of the other cats got names, and him was always Brother Kitty, because the other thing we called him was Demon Kitty.
Yeah.
Because
he's got a look that can kill.
He would look at you like he's going to decide exactly what he's going to cut. You know, he still has that look, but we'll put in a little picture of him. But he really is the sweetest thing. He is a teeny tiny little guy. He never really got very big, and he's a little short-haired gray tabby. And anyway, last week he acted like he didn't feel well, and we kind of didn't know what was going on. And he had a cough, and acted kind of like he couldn't breathe, and so I finally took him to the vet. And it's that whole thing, you know. I don't know why. I think people aren't becoming vets anymore, because our local vet, you know, all of them, they're all overworked, overbooked, and they can't work you in during the day, and they don't have on-call hours on the weekend. And so your choice that's left is this very expensive vet hospital place, which I'm thankful that they're there, but yikes.
There are hard bills to
It's super sad even being in there, because when I was in there, there was 2 other people there was 4 of us in the waiting room, and the other 2 said, yeah, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, and, you know, they're paying these astronomical bills. And then there was one of the 4, she was in the corner kind of crying. And I knew that was, and she was talking to her husband, and she said, well, what do you mean? What do you mean it doesn't matter? What do you mean whatever? And, you know, and I thought, oh, it made me so sad. I thought, gosh, it made me want to whip out my credit card, because I was sure that was what it was. Because it's hard. Some people have to decide, are you going to treat your animal? And you cannot
leave your animal until you pay for a portion of it.
You have to pay, because if the animal doesn't make it, so anyway, that's a whole nother sad part of life. But anyway, so we took him over there, and it turns out that he tested positive for feline leukemia virus, which they said is common in feral cats, and that he probably had it since he was a kitten, and that oftentimes those cats don't live to be more than 5. He is 2, but what happened was he has a tumor, and the tumor is just below his heart. And so as it grows, it impinges on the heart beating, and what happens is his lungs filled up. And so they took 250 cc's of fluid off of his lung. They did a thoracentesis, kept him in the hospital overnight, and then anyway, so he's comfortable now. He does have a hard time breathing. He's not eating very well. But we made the decision to bring him home, because, of course, the vet said, I can, take care of things. But he was so upset being there that I thought, it just bothered me to think that was going to be the last hour of his life, or the last 2 days of his life, was people that he didn't know. And so for me, I thought that was the most important thing, was to bring him home. So he's home. And I still don't know. I think, gosh, if I think that he's in pain, but I don't think he's in pain. He's not uncomfortable. I mean, I think he's still having a little bit of trouble breathing, but he's on the couch and getting lots and lots of...
He doesn't have a stressful life.
He doesn't. And he's purring, and he's loving all of the attention. And so I just think that if... it's just hospice care, and I think that to make him feel super special, and when it's his time, and if he ends up getting super uncomfortable, then we'll make a different decision. But, I have to say that I wasn't sure he was going to make it more than a couple days, and he's not going to make it a lot longer, but I don't know. Yeah. Poor little guy.
I know.
He's just such a sweet little guy.
I know. And the way he looks at Mom, man.
He loves me.
The only person he looks at her like that. Everyone else they're going to die.
They're going to die.
But yeah. Because we were going to come over for dinner over the weekend. But I was like, well, Brother Kid's not going to like that. No. So we decided we were going to wait and,
Yeah, we don't want him to have to dash off in and hide under the bed.
And be scared. He's scared the entire time we're there. Well, of course. I mean, there's Harper and screaming kids and running and no.
Yeah.
So, no reason to get him all worked up for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, so poor little guy. Yeah. And then, but anyway, we'll kind of keep you posted. But thank you very much. I really appreciate the comments, and it's always hard to lose a family member. But anyway, and then a lot of you guys, anybody who's been out to the retreat center, you guys know Forrest, our little Manx cat, who's not so little. Everybody thinks he's pregnant. He's just fat. And he is such a beast. He is not liking that. It's funny that...
he's probably... I didn't even put that together. No, he's probably... pissy.
Ooh. He's not happy. They all know that he doesn't feel well, you know. And even Lizzie, who comes tearing in like, a banshee, she'll stop and kind of tiptoe over and kind of smell him and give him a little kiss on the nose.
That's nice.
And, Lizzie's really nice, and the other, but Forrest is a little over it. It's like, wait, why do you keep giving him that special gravy
milking
food?
It?
And why is he getting all of the loves, know? And so Forrest is
a little grouchy.
He's a little grouchy. And I was trying to make the bed this morning, and he was laying up in between the pillows. Yes, I was touching the Typhoid Mary bed, but it's a thing. But anyway, he wouldn't move. I'm laying here, so I couldn't make the bed.
You should just made him in it.
Whatever.
Screw it.
Do your thing. So I'm laying here. But anyway, so what he did is I had pulled this quilt out.
Is that what he did?
Yes. So I brought this quilt. So I pulled this quilt out and I had it sitting there ready to go. Well, he's like all over it, laying on it.
Rubbing on it.
It's like, what are you doing? Get off of that quilt. And then a little bit later I came back and he's laying on it.
Putting his hair all over it.
Yeah, so I brought it in. It's like, sorry, it's covered in forest hair. So it was because he thought he had to smoosh it. But anyway, little beast. But I wanted to bring this in because the last thing that I want to mention is I think we should talk about, so we're doing this Galentine's thing. And so it's just kind of fun. We're doing with the Yvette from Yvette Renee and with Chris from Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance. And so we're doing a little swappy thing. And you got Yvette and I got Chris. And so we are making a little Valentine's gift. And then we're going to package it all up and we're going to send it. So we have been a little lost in the indecisiveness, which is sort of typical for us. But I finally have gotten started, and I started a little bit. So my video is going to kind of be in parts and pieces. So I'm going to show you the stuff that I've collected. I'm going to get a little expert advice with mine, and then I have a frame to paint, and I have a couple other things to do. So anyway, we'll edit those videos because we were thinking that those might be up as early as today or tomorrow, but they might not quite make it. So make sure that we don't often say this, but if you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll get dinged as soon as the video comes up. So we want to show you the project that I'm making. And so Chris, if you're watching, turn it off now. I want it to be a surprise. So what I'm doing is I'm doing kind of this collage-y thing for her, and mine is going to hang on the wall, and then one part of it is going to come off, and this is in my mind, this is what it is. It's not done yet, but one part of it will come off and she can actually wear it. And
cool.
Yeah, so Tracy is doing this retreat. Is it the beginning of June?
End of May. That last
first
weekend.
Part of June,
yeah.
After Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. She's doing this, it's called the multimedia retreat, but really, and I think that some people are sort of scared about putting bits and baubles together, but we have been doing that for years in this collage-y kind of thing. So this quilt, we'll take a bigger picture of this, and we should hang this behind. It's time almost to change that out a little bit. We should hang this behind Tracy. Okay. So, because this quilt is one of my favorite quilts. This quilt hung in the shop for a long, long time. This is little baby Brianna on this quilt. So we'll show you some up close personal pictures. But she started sewing when she was 4. And she would she didn't have the gross motor skills to be able to use her foot pedal. So she would put the foot pedal and she would use it with her hand. And so that's what the picture is of her boosted up as far as she could be. And, oh yeah, here's one. And her sewing with her hand. And so this is little 4-year-old Brianna. And so we did this, there is no pattern for this quilt. I should have led with that this was a technique series that we did here in the shop where we taught everybody how to do crazy quilting, how to do a piano keyboarder, how to make this block, how to do applique. They were all different things, photo transfer. And so while we were doing it, your block was whatever you wanted it to be, and my quilt was about Brianna. And so this was all things with her, and every block has a heart in it, and some of them are hidden, like this one, it's just machine quilted in it, but they all have, and some of them, what the heart is in the little Bible verse that's in there. So anyway, so this was kind of this collage-y technique or multimedia technique. We've been doing that in quilting for a very long time, and there really is a little bit of a trick to it, because you want to put down stuff that this quilt is fully washable. That if I threw this in the washer and the dryer, it would come out okay, and we have done that. And so this can be washed, because all of this stuff can be washed. We can also do things that don't need to be washed. We can also do things that maybe don't have fabric in them at all. So that's really what that retreat is for, is if this is something that is interesting, we are going to have a ton of stuff for you, including lacy bits, button bits, fabric bits. We're going to have And it can be something that is a pillow. We have so many examples of it where we've done pillows that are on the bed, or things that have been hung on the wall, jewelry, something that's put on the front of a bag. And so it doesn't all have to be jingle jangly rocks and sticks and
it can be fabric with a little bit of extra.
Yeah, which is why it's just so almost ethereal, because it's one of those things that, I don't know that anybody would have an idea of what it's even going to look like until you get started. You might know who you're making it for, and that's like in the case of what I'm making for Chris. I know who I'm making it for. I kind of know the elements, that I want to put in it, but you don't really have any idea. But you'll see there's a spot where I'm a little stuck, and that's why it's like, okay, Tracy, I need the expert to help me a little bit. So anyway, there is room in that retreat, because the other thing is the flower garden retreat, which is full. That one is just full on fabric collage. We're not doing bits and baubles in that one. That one is that collage technique. And then Tracy's retreat could be just fabric, but we're encouraging you to add
some
bits. Yeah.
Cool.
Collage bits. Yeah. Or, as Tracy calls it, multimedia.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, let's see. Was there anything else we needed to talk about?
Nothing that pops in my head.
We never know. Sometimes we have important things we're supposed to tell you, and I don't know. We get off on some other tangent about something else. The snow.
I know. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So let's see. We'll have a box opening tonight. Oh gosh. Did you even tell them on Sunday what happened? Hopefully it'll be at 5.
Oh, I did tell them. Yeah, that we just had a bad internet, and it just kept thinking, and yeah, I did tell them. And
I felt so bad.
That I appreciated that everyone was worried that something was wrong. And
did you tell them that?
Yeah.
It was so nice. People were worried, hoping
calling
everything
Tracy,
is okay.
Facebook messaging. Yeah, it was.
We don't have any way to tell you
that we're all good. It's just taking its time. But I also don't know why it was 5 hours later.
Well, because we did it again. Because then what happened was I came down. And you tell them that we put one up, and
that was because I was thinking, it can be up at like 7, no big deal. Yeah, comes and goes. 10, 12 or something. And finally, by the way, oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. Sunday though was right on time, right on schedule, perfect. So today, going for the same thing. I don't know what's happening.
Sorry. Yeah.
Every once in a while, it just technology, man.
I know. We get so... Well, and it's nice, too, that people know it's this time. This is the time it's supposed to be.
It's just,
Yeah. So,
it's like your weekly program.
Yeah. But just know... And that's the other weird thing, is that we had recorded it before.
Yeah, and
so by the time we come on at, 4 hours late, we're going, hey, hello, it's Wednesday night.
Yeah, so we can't tell you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we don't have any way of knowing. So, anyway. All right. Well, we'll hope for... Good internet juju to to see you guys tonight. So all right, okay. Well, we'll see you tonight then.
Bye.
Cute little girl with her little pigtails.
Harper says she doesn't like pigtails because she wants like a pig or a reindeer. Whatever. Dramatic.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.